Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Zach Lesage here. We are back with another video, and this one's going to be on the North America International Championships winning deck, Flying Pikachu VMAX. Now, I wasn't expecting it, and I guess Azul was expecting it. Check out Azul if you haven't got a chance to check out their YouTube channel yet, but it is one of those things where we will be covering Flying Pikachu Arceus, explaining how this deck works, and running into some gameplay. I'm just about as surprised as everyone else. I know that Flying Pikachu's been okay. Play the event over a few more times, and I don't know if Flying Pikachu would win again. I'm sure Azul would say the same thing, but we are going to be covering it because I'm sure a lot of people are going to try to replicate that success. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what you think about this deck. Even just saying hi really boosts the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't already, check out our sponsors below. That is going to be PTCGO Store.com. You can plug in code ZLESAGE5 to save 5% on your next order of Pokemon TCG codes, especially helpful with Pokemon Go. You can go to AtlasTCG.com, plug in code ZLESAGE8 to save 8% on your next order of anything site-wide, including Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, physical cards, sealed product, all that great stuff. And go to TCEvolutions.com, plug in code ZAC10 to save 10% off some high-quality aluminum manufactured damage counters and status markers. Really great products overall there. That being said, let's jump into this deck list and see what's up. Let's get it. You are now watching Zach Lesage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it. So here's what we got going on with Flying Pikachu. Now it's going to start off with an Arceus VSTAR base. So that's going to allow us to either use Trinity Charge or Trinity Nova to accelerate energies onto our Pokemon. We can be an Arceus attacking deck, and that's cool because Arceus is literally the best Pokemon that we have in standard format. It won every single North America event, and I mean Arceus VSTAR is just the gold standard, no pun intended with this gold, pretty card, but it's one of those things where we're just able to accelerate energies. Now, toss that in, we're going to be loading onto that with Flying Pikachu. Flying Pikachu is great because it has free retreat, but it's going to be good because it has a lot of HP. It's lightning type to defeat Palkia V-Star, or at least that's the idea in theory. And we have Max Balloon, which during your opponent's next turn prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. That can certainly add up if your opponent's playing a basic deck such as Regigigas. I know that when I played Regigigas at Milwaukee, I ran into 3 Flying Pikachu VMAX decks, surprisingly, and yeah, it did not go well. So it's one of those things where Flying Pikachu VMAX is great, with the free retreat, lightning type, Max Balloon's a powerful attack, can knock out Palkia V-Star, and blocking some basic stuff. We threw in a 1-1 Crobat VMAX line in here. And that's really to try to take down Mew. I think a lot of top players did not play Mew at NAIC. So if I had a hunch, it would be Azul's like, you want to know what? 1-1 Crobat's probably enough to beat these Mew VMAX players if we run into them, because they might not necessarily be the absolute best. Could be wrong, but I do think you need more than just a 1-1 line of Crobat VMAX to actually beat a top Mew VMAX player. Bibarel's going to be able to draw some cards, and since we are playing 4 Path to the Peak, we do have a copy of Pumpkaboo. Now, there are a couple other cards here that are worthwhile. I mean, there's some fodder in here like Quick Balls and stuff like that. Phoebe allows you to get through things such as Miltank when you're attacking with your VMAX, when you're attacking with your VMAX, not your Arceus V-Star. I caught myself in testing doing that a few times, making those mistakes against Miltank. So Flying Pikachu VMAX against things to get through certainly would be helpful. We also have a couple copies of Cheren's Care. You might need a couple copies of Cheren's Care to get around some of these other matchups. And yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on with the deck, so we're going to try it out. The list is available in the description, so you can copy and paste that right into PTCGO or PTCG Live. That being said, let's run into some games. Not entirely sure what we'll run into in the ladder, but we will certainly try our best to have some awesome gameplay here. Alright, so our opponent's going to be calling the coin flip. Let's see how it goes. We won the coin flip. Yo, let's go. We want to go first. That's going to allow us to get off Trinity Nova ASAP. And you want to know what our start here is pretty good. We're able to go Flying Pikachu. Flying Pikachu V is a great starter because it has free retreat. So really no complaints there. And we'll see what our opponent flips up here. And we might be playing against Palkia. That's an even nicer top deck. So I'm just going to go Arceus here. I don't think I'm going to be able to use this Raihan. So what I'm going to be doing is just getting out a Bidoof and seeing what else we have going on. We don't need to like chase for an energy, otherwise we could have gone for a Crobat V to draw some cards. I'm feeling great about this hand. So we're just going to go like this, Bidoof, put down this, and we're going to leave our free retreater in the active. No reason for us not to do anything. If we were going second, we could go Trinity Charge and power up a Flying Pikachu. If you're playing against Palkia, you might want to power up 2 Flying Pikachu, but that's, we'll see exactly how it goes. Like I said, I'm feeling pretty good this game. And our opponent, we don't know what they're going to be getting on over here. That's an Inteleon. Still could be Palkia. Could be Arc Inteleon. Could be a lot of things. I mean, the Inteleon engine is kind of everywhere right now. So we will see what is going on. And they're probably just doing a good search through their deck, seeing whatever works best for them. Okay, just another Sobble, I guess. Sure. I mean, if we're able to knock out a Sobble, that's great. As long as they're not getting out their attacking Pokemon. They might be playing a supporter here. It's kind of what my hunt... They're either playing a supporter or nothing. I guess that's pretty obvious, but... Okay, there's another Quick Ball. We're looking for something like a Water Energy, a Poké V-Star, something. So far our opponent has not given us much energy or much information about what's going on for them. So it looks like we're going to be playing against Frosmoth Toolbox. That's fine. I think this is great. Their deck probably plays a lot of basic Pokemon as far as I'm concerned. So we want to be powering up our Flying Pikachu VMAX. Now I can't necessarily determine what they have going on here, but we do want to grab out other things. I think what we want to be grabbing is maybe just another Flying Pikachu. Maybe not, actually. Let's just grab another Arceus here. I don't know what's in their hands exactly. And we could go Boss's Orders and knock that out. I think what I would like to do is actually just go Starbirth for a Boss's Orders. I would like to knock out the Snom before it becomes anything else. And I would like to also just grab a Bibarel to try to draw in some more cards. It might seem crazy, but we also have the Ultra Ball if necessary for anything else. So I think this gives us a really strong start here. It might be fine just knock out the Sobble, but if their deck is basically all around this, then we should be okay. Let's use Industrial and Scissors and draw into some cards. Nothing crazy going on here. I'm probably just going to grab the Flying Pikachu VMAX so that we're able to power that up to some degree. I want to at least put maybe like 2 energies on it and put 1 there as well. So we're going to go ahead, retreat, send this up, and we are going to go for Trinity Nova, knocking out their Snom. So we know that there's not any big attack going on. We'll go Lightning, Dark, Dark, and we'll go Lightning, Dark, and we're printing the other Dark there. So we have our 3 attackers that we're going to go through. Since we're playing against a single prize card deck, again, we do want to be looking out for Max Balloon to see if there's any opportunities just to Max Balloon, Max Balloon, Max Balloon, or we're just going to try to just knock out single prize card Pokemon whenever possible. We don't really have ways to draw multiple prize cards when it comes to playing this deck or anything else like that, but sometimes this deck can just be a big attacking deck. There's a lot of like little things that this deck can do, and I think that's really one of those big cases where like there's more than meets the eye when it comes to playing this deck. You just got to kind of pivot into different attackers. It's very similar to the Arceus Corviknight deck that I played at the Vancouver Regional Championships. You really just want to get Arceus set up very quickly and then start going with Flying Pikachu, or you just going with your big attacker here. There's another Snom. I mean, we might be able to bring up the Snom and knock it out, maybe. I don't know what's going on with our opponent's hand, but we'll find out really soon about whatever's going on. Okay, there's their Drizzile. Roxanne might be another card that's good in this matchup, so something to just keep in mind there. And I guess we'll try to see exactly whatever's going on here. Like, I'm not sure. We haven't seen other attackers. They haven't put anything down. I'm assuming they're just going to drop attackers the same turn, and there's Cynthia's Ambition. Okay, so they're going to be able to draw 7 cards with the Cynthia's Ambition. That's something that's certainly notable. But if they're not able to get down double Snom, we might be able to just go Boss's Orders or maybe play Marnie or a lot of different things. Let's see what they grab from the Hisuian Heavy Ball. Maybe they have some of their key attackers prized or another Snom. There's another Sobble. That's completely fine. They can also attack us with their Inteleon line. However, they're like kind of two-shotting us, and we're one-shotting them. So in terms of prize card trade, we're equal, so we're technically ahead right now. I think what I want to do here is probably just pitch this away, see if there's anything else that I want to put into play. I don't really think there's anything else I want to put into play. We do have one more boss, and our Pal Pad is prize. So maybe we'll get lucky and just draw into our boss off the top 4 cards. I mean, we have a 1 in 33 chance. So we're drawing 4 cards. We'll see if we could just get it. No. Okay, so I think what we'll go here is Path to the Peak, and we're going to go for Marnie. Marnie is just going to take their large hand, and if they have any abilities, they might just be in a little bit of a rough spot. We do have another boss, so if they only get down this one Frosmoth, then we're still okay to knock it out. We are going to go with Trinity Nova going for the knockout here. So again, we will take another prize card. We do have a couple energies left. What I want to do is just grab the Lightning Energy here and put it onto the Pikachu. This could always get a double turbo energy, or we could just go Cheren's Care if they damage us, and we'll be okay. So if we've used a lot of our energies throughout this game, but we're in a clear position that we're able to win, and if they're not able to knock us out, we will just use Cheren's Care to balance our Pokemon back to our hand. So this should be a pretty favorable matchup for us, at least right now. I'm not entirely sure what techs their deck may or may not have. I think that they might be playing like things like Crabominable and other things like that, but we'll have to see. Yeah, it looks like there might be Lapras. It looks like there might be Starmie. We do have a lot of energy, so their Starmie might come out. We will be able to knock out Starmie with a Flying Pikachu VMAX, so that's fine as well. So maybe I have too many energies in play. It's something that I should have watched out for a little bit. I don't entirely know if they do play Lapras, if they play Palkia, Crabominable. Like, there's a lot of things that could change. This could also just be some other kind of deck. Sometimes these decks show their consistency otherwise. Yeah, there's Starmie. So, I mean, I'm not entirely wrong. We know exactly what's going on. I'm fine if they bring up Starmie, because we do have access to the Flying Pikachu VMAX. Because they are weak to Lightning, we just literally knock them out. We're fine if they take 2 prize cards, and then we're at... Yeah, we should be fine. Now, I'm not entirely sure if they play Choice Belt or anything else like that. I don't think they do. So I might just go ahead and attach this down and put down a 6th energy after they knock out our active. They already played Marnie, so unless they're playing Cross Switcher, I think we're okay. If they're playing Cross Switcher, then we definitely might have screwed this up a little bit. And they did put down another 2 prize card Pokemon. Yeah, we might be in a little bit of trouble because they might be able to go for search our deck for an Evolution Incense, to like go for Drizzle, Evolution Incense for Inteleon, and then they might play Cross Switchers. I know some of these lists did play Cross Switchers, so that might be something that's causing us some grief here a little bit. We'll see what they go for. Okay. Still just waiting here. Okay, Nessa, that's completely fine. So if they just knock out our active, I think we're in a much better position than I originally thought we'd be. So there's their knockout. And we're going to summon this up because it has free retreat. So I might just take it a little bit easy in case they do have something like a quick shooting into a Starmie or some other kind of crazy plays. Ultimately, I'm fine with Max Balloon here. So we're going to go Max Balloon, Knockout, and then during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to the Flying Pikachu VMAX from basic Pokemon. So, I mean, I think we're in a really good spot. The only thing that we got to watch out for is that, like, they're Crabominable, but their Crabominable cannot hit our Flying Pikachu. We don't have any damage counters on anything. I think we are okay right now. I think. We're going to say I think. We also got to watch out for Trigger Avalanche, because you can discard the top 2 cards for our opponent's deck. So we will see how our opponent deals with the situation. I mean, our hand's not great, but we still have access to Bibarel. We have a way to retreat out. We have a way to do a lot of things. Like, I've left our hand very fluid, and I think that's something that a lot of players don't necessarily do. You want to leave yourself with options to be able to play these cards. So the double Turbo Energy can be attached there to attack with Trinity Nova, or you can use it to retreat the Bibarel. If we just attach them, it's just going to give our opponent more Starmie fodder on board for Energy Spiral, and potentially just like going Roxanne, leaving our Bibarel high and dry. We don't need to play cards if we do not need to play cards. We are trying to win the game effectively in the next 2 turns because we have 2 prize cards left. I don't think that we have an effective way to knock out that Crabominable. I also think it's one of those cases where like our opponent might be trying to line up the gameplay for some Radiant Greninja gameplay. So we might want to be able to use Path to the Peak as well. We also might want to be using our opponent's Training Court if we ever get any basic energies in our discard pile. We currently don't, but always look for opportunities to use your opponent's stadium as well. So I'm not sure where they're going to attack us. They might just go ahead and hit us with the Crabominable. I would love to hit the Crabominable for 160. I don't think that they're hitting us for anything. They are a basic Pokemon. That Pokemon does not evolve. So they might not necessarily be getting it. They might just be going, I don't even know what they can do here, to be honest. I think what they're trying, yeah, I'm not entirely sure. There's a Hisuian Heavy Ball, so obviously they drew that off unless they play a couple copies. I really just want them to attack into us and not necessarily know what's going on with Max Balloon. A lot of players will do that. Okay, so there's the Crabominable play. That's cool. We're just going to retreat, or maybe we'll try to go for a Cheren's. I'm fine with that. So we're going to go ahead and go Ultra Ball. We're going to pitch these away. And what I'm going to do is just grab nothing. There's nothing here that I want to grab. I do want to go for Pal Pad. And I'm going to put Boss and Marnie back into my deck because those would both be great cards. I don't care about the energy that we just discarded. So what I'm going to do is just attach... I'm just going to go Bibarel, and if we end up getting it, that's cool. If we don't, that's fine as well. We did get Boss, so that's fine. Let's retreat this. And let's go ahead and attack with the Flying Pikachu. So we're ready next turn no matter what. So we're going to go 160. We want to retreat there as well, just in case our opponent gets Starmie with a Quick Shooting Pink to knock this out. Potentially, like, we got to look at all available angles here. Even though we have the Max Balloon, there are ways around Max Balloon, such as Escape Rope Boss or Cross Switch your Boss or a lot of different things. So we do have Boss to bring this up and knock it out next turn. We don't really do a lot of damage with this deck, but we do a lot of two-shotting with this deck. So you can imagine if we're running into Palkia, like we already ran into a Starmie V, and the Starmie V is weak to Lightning. If we're able to kind of get around and get the Flying Pikachu set up, it's hard to knock out. For one, it is Lightning type, so it's good against Palkia. And this deck does have Dark types against Mew, and this deck probably has enough Cheren's Care to deal with Arc and Teleon Max Balloon covers a lot of the metagame, like Reggies and stuff like that. You can see that our opponent's kind of getting slowed down a little bit by Max Balloon. They can't play Boss's Orders or anything else like that. So, I mean, I think we're in a great spot here right now. Just take down this game. I think it's probably going to be the only game that we have for this video. But we take those, and it just shows how powerful this deck really can be. Truly a championship-winning deck. And that's what we got going on for this video. As you can see, the deck functions very much like any of the Arceus Bibarel decks beforehand. I know we only got to the one game, but really just Trinity Nova into attacker of choice, and then proceed to attack. There wasn't anything crazy gameplay-wise or anything else like that. It's just a well-constructed Arceus Bibarel deck at the end of the day. And Flying Pikachu is the flavor of choice, so if you run into decks that are weak to Lightning, that's going to be beneficial, and otherwise it might not be. So that being said, I really appreciate everyone watching this video and supporting the channel so much. Give this video a like, it really helps boost the YouTube algorithm. Subscribing would be great. We're almost at 11,500, so that help would be absolutely amazing. And let me know in the comments if there's any kind of content that you want to see, anything else that you're really looking for. I'm back now from Columbus, my travels, so I'm really excited to kind of get back into some content creation. And otherwise, just say hi in the comments, or just say anything. Interacting with this video, sharing it with your friends, all that stuff really helps grow this channel immensely. If you want to help support more, consider becoming a YouTube member, a Patreon member. Things such as that really do help boost me as a content creator and things like that. I don't know if y'all saw, we got the new Bidoof, the new Wooloo, the Altaria, the Growlithe. That's where the money's going towards. It's just stuff to make the room look a little bit cooler, and upgrading my gear eventually. So really appreciate all the support there. Most recently at NAIC, I made top 64, so I will be going to Worlds. I have a day 2 paid invite by Pokemon by placing top 16 in North America. So I'm really excited to go there. I will be just creating videos and coaching before then. So if there's anything that you want to grow in Pokemon, by all means hit me up for a coaching session. Even if you aren't playing in Worlds, this is a great time to really up your skill set. So check out the description below for my coaching link. And again, if you want to help support me, you can check out the Atlas TCG link. Just use code ZLASAGE8 at atlascollectibles.com. Save 8% anything site-wide, including sealed product. It's a great deal. You can go to PTCGO Store.com, pick up some of those new Pokemon Go codes that get released tomorrow at the time of creation of this video. By using code ZLASAGE5, save 5% there. And then you can go to TCEvolutions.com, plug in code ZAC10 to save 10% off some aluminum damage counters, status markers, ability markers, all that great stuff. Really premium quality, and they're part of our community, so it would be great to help support them as well, because all that stuff does help support me. That being said, I'm going to stop rambling on so much. I'll catch up with all y'all later. Peace out and have a great one. If you're looking for a great deal on some physical Pokemon TCG cards, you can head over to atlascollectibles.com or atlastcg.com. Type in whatever cards you're looking for. So Arceus VSTAR is absolutely hot right now. Let's search up Arceus VSTAR. You can see they have a great selection of cards, and it's continuously getting new stock all the time. And we can add these to our cart. You can see I already added one to my cart. So when you're going to check out, you can use code ZLASAGE8. Use that code, and you can save off your order. That was $4.80 of savings just off of an Arceus V-Star. It's all in Canadian pricing, and they do shipping across the world. So by all means, check out atlastcg.com, atlascollectibles.com, and use code ZLASAGE8 to save on your next order of physical Pokemon TCG cards. Check out PTCGO Store.com, the best place to get Pokemon TCG online codes. There's a lot of selection available, and I have a discount code available for the website as well. You can pick up any kind of cards, just going up here. You can add them to your cart in any quantity that you need to get the cards that you need. And you can go to the discount code right over here, and you can put in code ZLASAGE5 to save 5% on your next order of codes. Are you trying to get better at Pokemon TCG? Well, if you are, you're in the right place. I offer coaching at metafy.gg/@ZachLasage. That link is in the description, and you can pick up a coaching session from me and book it on the website. I likely have availability this week, and you can see exactly what my availability calendar is at any given time. I offer training plans to help players get ready for any of their upcoming events, including getting all the way to the World Championships, or you can pick up a one-on-one coaching session from me and learn the game at your own pace. I offer a variety of opportunities for players to get better at the game, and it's one of those things where there's a lot of players who I've turned into regional, international, and even a world champion along the way. If there's anything that shows, I have an FAQ on the website, so by all means, check it out and get better today. I'd love to help you on your Pokemon journey and be absolutely amazing to see your growth. Head on over to TCEvolutions.com for some high quality, aluminum manufactured Pokemon TCG accessories, including their new V-Star markers that you can see that they have right here. They also have ability markers that have by all means saved me some stress at Pokemon events. You can see right here, if you put it on your Pokemon, such as Drizzile or your Radiant Greninja, you can tell when you use your ability so you do not use an ability again. That's going to save you prize card penalties at events and save you potentially thousands of dollars if you play well enough with those. I know they've certainly saved me. That being said, use code ZAC10 to save 10% off anything site-wide at TCEvolutions.com. This video is sponsored by PokeXWord, the best place to get your fill of Pokemon-inspired crossword puzzles. New puzzles are posted every single Sunday, and it's a great way to disconnect and have some fun. They also host monthly giveaways on their channel, so be sure to check those out. I personally complete these puzzles every single week, and sometimes they're pretty challenging. Let's check out one of the hard ones. So if we check out here, there's a lot of things that might be difficult here. So if it's a little bit too difficult for you, you can always go and complete the normal ones that might be a little bit easier. They're pretty fun though. Definitely check them out. Be sure to follow PokeXWord on Twitter at PokeXWord and get notified when new puzzles go up and when their monthly giveaways are live. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.